Cadre. This is kind of a, I just realized, let's see. I need to put my camera in a different, well, it doesn't matter now, I'll tell you why, but I noticed all this blank space here, but this is actually pretty, it looks huge, but the door is like right there. There's not even enough space for another storage unit there. I need to, here, if I stand like this, that's a little bit better. You can see all that stuff then. Anyway, gonna get going. I'm using my Paladin Brush of Shame, as made famous on another YouTube video. Gonna be shaving with the Big Daddy Sterling Texas on Fire. This is in your face. You gotta be in the mood and ready for it if you're using this stuff. Whew, I can smell it now. So let me say before I get rolling with other commentary, I'm using Rockwell 6S, the black one I got for Christmas. Love this thing. That looks so much better in black. So good. Mentioned his name probably a few times in this video. Dave in Kentucky sent me a couple of Wizamet blades. Again, made famous on another YouTube video of mine while we were enjoying wine together and having a shave with a Wizamet. I think that's what I was using there. I know I was saying the word. It's a weird name, Wizamet. Anyway, that's all the trend on the Cadre now is the Wizamet blades, and people are buying them up because you can't get them anymore. But then I hear that there's another, is it the Pole Silver that's exactly the same blade? Most likely, something like that. Anyway, I'm feeling my face drying out here. Where was I going with that? Yeah, I was thinking because it's interesting on different forums. I think we haven't used the term on the Cadre of a forum darling, but it is kind of like everybody. Certain things are popular, seem to be more popular within a group on a certain forum. You go to another forum, and they likely have something else that's all the rage. I don't think it has to do with anything other than that's just what people are talking about. So that's what you hear about, and then you're like, well, I want to try that. It's not like they just think this is better than anything else that's out there, and you know, it's not like we've got two different factions of shaving people. But this is how it happens. It's like somebody's shaving with a Wizamet blade, and somebody else says, oh yeah, that's a pretty good blade, and then a few people are like, hey, can I try that? And they try it and say that it's great. And so within that little group of people, but if you're not part of our forum, you're part of a different one, then you don't hear about it, and so it's not popular on your forum. And anyway, just an interesting sociology, I guess, which I never did take in college. But the shave today is because this could be the last video you get from this den. There might be one or two more videos in this room, but not with the same backdrop. That's because big changes in the household. I'm not going to get into all nasty details, but for reasons for schooling the children and keeping them in certain schools, we're moving, kind of unplanned, unexpected move, so it's been pretty stressful around the house making that happen. Back when you're younger, back in the day, when you're just renting apartments and stuff like that, not such a big deal, right? Just sign a new lease, rent a U-Haul, and there you go. When you own a home with a garage full of stuff, and we've got 2 storage sheds out back and all that stuff. It's a different deal. So anyway, I'll continue to make the videos from the new place. I already know the setup where the sink is. Instead of having a big huge wall behind it, you're probably going to see the shower and the area of the toilet behind it. I'm not going to be able to use this clip in this light and stuff. Like I said, so all this cool backdrop will be gone for a few years. So it's been tough. Every little aspect of it. So thinking about how in the world. It's funny because it's like this isn't. Some of the stuff I think about isn't that big of a deal, but it's just a change, and you know it's frustrating to deal with changes you don't want to deal with. Like I don't pick my shave ahead of time, so I wake up, I've got a whole, more than one, that one big main dresser drawer full of my soaps, and I get up and try to quietly open it up, and I can look through a few. My wife's always asleep when I'm doing my shower, so I can't like pull everything out, because in the middle of the night in the dark, there's those little plastic tubs in a wood drawer. It makes a lot of noise. Just banging against each other gently. So I do that, and then if there's not a matching aftershave and stuff, I just, or a scent or whatever, I just come in and I just get to pick. And I've tried to plan ahead a few times, because if you're going to take a shave of the day picture and you're a very early morning to work kind of person, I know that's easier to do the night before, but I've even mentally had a reason why I'm going to pick something specific. Just I determined that morning, and I'll walk in here, take my shower, and change my mind. But I know plenty of people don't have the luxury of a lot of space in their bathrooms for storing all this stuff, and do just kind of have to plan ahead. So that'll be the new change. The soaps and stuff won't bug me so much as having the razors, just being able to decide on a moment's notice what razor I'm going to use. But let me think about this blade here, because this is the fourth shave on it. I almost always change my DE blades after 3, despite what Spider says on the forums. My hair is of the consistency that by the 4th, and if not then always by the 5th shave, I can feel a change in the shave, and not for the better. He claims that you just work into, after 3, 4, 5 shaves, you're just working the blade into its sweet spot. And he just does not understand that it depends on your whisker type, KJ. It depends. So for you, great. For me, after one pass, all the burrs and all that stuff are knocked off. I feel a huge difference between the first pass with a brand new blade and the second and third. So there's where it's worked into its sweet spot. It's halfway through shave 1. So I do not, and that's just what's kind of, KJ, let's talk, you and me, KJ. We're different, you and I. So my whiskers deteriorate a blade much faster than yours do. So if I wanted to push this to 5 or 10, because you claim that everybody should be able to do that, I'll be having a pretty bad experience. I've tried it. It don't work. And I kind of think the same, not just him in general, but you know, everybody's doing that was doing the hot pepper challenge videos. Amusing to watch. But that's kind of the same thing. Is everybody's tolerances are different. So you're kind of like awarded just because your body can tolerate something better than somebody else's. You know? Poor Chris Lindsay did a pepper and just about killed him. That had nothing to do with because he's better at something, or because he just, you know, more of a sissy or whatever. It's just his body is built differently. He's used to something different. He tolerates something different. So it's not like, I mean, you know, I think y'all know what I'm saying, but it's just kind of weird that stuff like that where you don't have any control over it, you know, for Chris, eating a mild version of the hot peppers is exactly the same probably feeling as somebody that can tolerate the one chip challenge and all that stuff. But it's not as admired because it's just not as hot on it. Anyway, I don't know how you even got on that. So I was just curious because my third shave with the Wizamet, my comparison was my go-to workhorse, works all the time DE shave is the 6S with a feather blade in it. So the question was, the only reason to pursue buying any more blades is if it can give a better shave than the feather. And it's got to be as close, because the feather gets super close, and smoother. See, I don't think you can get closer than I do with the feather. So it's got to be as good. The third shave with this, yes, was as close and a little smoother than the feather. So I would like to have some of these. You got to buy a ton of them. So I already posted on the Cadre. If anybody, people every now and again want to go in and split a huge order or something like that. So I'd be down for that. I don't think I need 300 of these things, but I probably do 50 or 100, something like that, something reasonable. So I wanted to see if the third shave was that great. How was the fourth shave? And the fourth shave, it was good. No alum sting. I could feel it wasn't during the shave, wasn't as smooth. I mean, it wasn't, you know, so maybe shave number 3 I'd say the pinnacle of DE shaving. Super smooth, super close. You know, in terms of the razor, nothing I would want it. You could ask for any better. This shave number 4, it's not quite as smooth, but you're comparing that to the best. So if it was always this way, I would always do a 4th shave with it. So I might do a 5th shave tomorrow. Just I'm curious, and because again, not to drop his name again, Mr. Spider is doing a one blade February for shaving Cadre. The two ways you can do it. One, the main goal is to just try to shave with one blade the entire month. So KJ can do that easy. Some other guys can do that. If you're of the ilk that you can't get that many shaves out of blade, it's just picking a type of blade like the feather or a Gillette 7 o'clock or something and shaving just with that one the entire month. No reason, just one of those things, something to do. I know his goal is to get people to see how far they can push a blade, which is cool, or to get to know your blade better by just using it for a month. So that's what I was gonna say. In the spirit of this, I'm not gonna do a month, but we'll test this one out, KJ. We'll see. After using the Thayer's Lemon, we'll see how long it'll last until it gets a little bit uncomfortable. A little bit uncomfortable, it's out. No reason to waste a shave. No reason. All right, so we did the alum, we did the Thayer's. Had so much to cover. I'm gonna wait for this to dry down. We're gonna do the whole gambit this morning, because I want to mention the Cadre in general. Love you guys. Dave in Kentucky was, man, love you, man. A couple times he's done me a, I never say this except on video, done me a solid, man. Anyway, done something very nice. Like I said, the last couple weeks have been pretty tough on my wife and I specifically, but the whole family in general, kind of a lot of turmoil. He posted just a hilarious video on the Cadre, kind of using me as a joke, which I totally appreciate. Super well done. I was cracking up at work, showed my wife when she got home. She was busting up. So just for taking the time and effort, just kind of for the sole reason to give a little mental break, a little humor in the middle of everything means a whole lot, man. So thank you. So that's about it. We're going to use the 2-in-1. Ready? Ready? It's classic. Getting low on this. I think I've got one more bottle. Got to order it. You can't get it here. You got to order it off the bay and from overseas. So we will do that. I did want to mention, so this soap, I've used it before on camera, talked about before on camera. So I wanted to use Sterling Christmas Eve because Gear Noir, I used that earlier in the week and reminded me, oh yeah, that stuff smells awesome, and I want to get me some of that. But like I mentioned, I can only look so far into my drawer in the early wee morning hours. So I went and I put the flashlight on my phone, which I don't usually do because I wanted to get the Christmas Eve, and I'm like, okay, if I see the green tub, I'm just going for it because I know it's either Christmas Eve or Texas on Fire. Well, it was this one, but it's all right. Yeah, I'm not going to work today. My wife might not be that happy though because it's pretty strong. It's strong smoky, which she's not into. I think she'll forgive me though. We got a lot of work today. Gonna be outside doing all sorts of packing and stuff. Just did the 2-in-1. I got the aftershave with it. I went all in when I bought this, and Sterling sent me a sample of the EDP. Now you will notice this is full. The reason it is full is because this stuff is enough to kill a horse. The scent is plenty powerful, and I learned from Dangerous Dawn and Cages. This is like I don't think I've ever mentioned Spider / KJ ever so much in a video. He might not even watch this one. I think he doesn't watch mine all the time, which is all right. That's cool. A lot of videos on the Cadre. That's why I love that. Trying to get more guys into doing videos. It's kind of cool. You just get to know each other better. Anyway, they're all about the heavy glugs instead of the little pats and stuff. Anyway, that is plenty of scent. I can't imagine squirting this on top of that, and I would probably need to roll down the windows myself in the car with only myself in it. But so one day I'm gonna have to try that without the aftershave. Anyway, there we go. Could have been a short video, wasn't. Had a lot to talk about. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Love all the people out there on YouTube that are joining to be members. A few comments out there. Please just give me a shout out. Let me know you enjoy watching, maybe what you'd want to see, and I'll see you on the forums.